Right. So, yeah, still struggling with procrastination. It seems that's going to be the theme at the moment. Fighting procrastination when running your business. And yeah, staying motivated. I think it, it's just what I am experiencing now is I normally have a very high pain threshold for drama and chaos and stress and difficult people and clients and unpleasant, boring, repetitive tasks. That's a lot of the beginning stage of starting a business. First, say 6 months to a year. It was terribly fun and exciting and new and interesting. And lots of new projects, buying vehicles, hiring people, putting systems into place, doing marketing, advertising, building up a client base. Putting signage on vehicles, setting up offices, computers. It's the startup phase was very fun and exciting. It was such a rush, and I was in such a happy, excited, not being beholden to anyone, being free. I loved it. The startup was like mad, crazy excitement, but it was also quite exhausting and stressful and intense. And then I seem to go through the struggle phase. I've been in the struggle phase for a number of years where it's just not quite making enough to survive, struggling with cash flow, not knowing how to deal with bad payers, bad debtors, having lots of problems buying second-hand vehicles that break down all the time and not being able to fix them, and then struggling with cash flow again, hardware stores maxed out, having to buy equipment, taking on jobs and messing them up, staff letting me down, not having any sort of savings. So that was the struggle phase for a long time. And then having periods when I had no work, no calls coming in, nothing to process, nowhere to send the guys. And they all stay around staring at me. And then having to kind of manage who comes in, putting guys on short time. So through that, so I've gotten through the startup, the excitement. I've gotten through the terrifying, scary roller coaster of the struggle phase, and now I'm kind of in the plateau of just daily maintenance management, which gets very boring. It's very repetitive. It was nice when I had a secretary. What I do find is if I hire somebody in the office, it's brand new to them. So they're fired generally, they inject all this energy and excitement and happiness and positivity and motivation, and they want me to feed them with work and tasks and jobs. And that kind of gets me, that we reignite and we get re-inspired. But now that I don't have anyone in the office and it's just me, and I've been running the office now for 13 months myself, straight and with no help. I had that experience where I was super excited, fired up, motivated, working hard, putting in extra hours, working late, and I was more up to date than my previous secretary of 6 years. I was like doing a better job than her. But now the last probably 3 months, it's become painful, and it feels like prison, and it's a pain. So I'll sit at the desk and I'll find every excuse not to listen to angry WhatsApps from clients, or read long-winded, difficult emails, and start working on reports that people want, and difficult, complicated quotes, and also having to piece together badly worked out job cards for my staff. Last night what I did is I did the Dave Ramsey approach, the snowball approach, where I did the smallest first, and that did help. I got through a hell of a lot of work, and I worked till about 10:30 last night, and I did catch up a lot. And I think today I must maybe, well, I don't know. I'm going to sit now, and I'm going to work, and I'll feel more motivated and positive once I get started. And it's about momentum now. I just need to build momentum and stop distracting myself, stop giving myself the permission to And I've been good and productive. But just anyone who's thinking of starting a plumbing company or starting a business, just anticipate I'm year 12 and I'm currently kind of resting on my laurels, if that's. I'm surviving on all the hard work and dedication that I put in previous years. What I have done is I'm going to, on my one channel, but I'm going to do the same for this. I'm going to link my website and my Facebook, my work Facebook page to this YouTube channel. So anyone who's just interested in seeing some of the work that we do, I think long term I'll get better at filming interesting jobs, filming myself, filming the guys, filming projects and uploading them if it becomes financially worthwhile, viable. If the time invested in that there's a worthwhile payoff. And it could be a teaching experience, but I do a job and I explain to the viewers what we're doing and why and how we do it. And it's kind of nerve-wracking because there'll always be some expert who says I'm doing it wrong, and that's how it goes. So we'll just see. But anyway, still struggling with procrastination, still struggling with motivation and getting. But I'm not giving up just yet. I'm going to keep trying, and I'm going to try to think of ways to motivate myself. I must maybe get competitive. What I was doing recently, or how I was being competitive, is on my tracking sheet I put down how many invoices I've sent. I've decided I want to send 10 invoices now. But I'll get myself to sit down by saying I'm just going to do one invoice and I'll do the easiest, quickest one, and then I'll take a break. But I have to do that one. And once I've sat down and I've done the one, I always think, wow, that was actually not too bad. That was quite fun. That was easy. And then by the second or third, I'll say, hey, I'm going to do 10. And then I look at the amount of money that I'm invoicing and I think, gosh, if I could get that money in, what could I do with it? I could have fun with the family. I could buy this. I could pay this. I could pay off that. I could reduce this. I could pay this guy's wages. I could get cat food. I could fix the pond. Put petrol in something. Yeah. When I start seeing the amounts I'm invoicing out and I think what that represents, what I could do with it, then I can kind of force myself to be motivated. It's a lot easier being motivated when I had a boss who was standing over my shoulder and telling me I had a deadline. But being self-employed, I've somehow gotten, now that I'm feeling burned out and tired, I think I can do it anytime. I'm self-employed. I don't, yeah. Anyway, so the struggle is real and it's ongoing. So this is not so much about the plumbing side of things, just about me running a plumbing company and how that feels. I would never have ever believed when I wanted to start a plumbing company that I would get to a point where I found it work or hard work and tiring. I would have thought that I was always going to be extremely fired up, motivated, happy, positive, and excited. Oh, somebody's phoning me. What the hell? Okay.